So what is going on, guys? Mr. Mythic here, and I'm going to show you guys the top 10 best legendary weapons you need in your arsenal in Destiny 2 forever, as the sandbox is sadly never going to change. This is going to be in no particular order, and weapons I chose from my opinion, and weapons that have been really popular lately. Before we head in, be sure to like, subscribe to get more videos like this. So let's go ahead and start with our first weapon. Now, first weapon on the list is going to be none other than the Yeartide Apex. This is a 900 RPM solar lightweight frame SMG with perks that give it loss of solar synergy. The main role you're going to be looking for is going to be heal clip plus incandescent, a classic combo. But another perk role you could be going for is going to be burning ambition plus attrition arms. Now, the way to get this weapon is going to be from the Implement of Bravery in the tower. Might be the wrong one, but it's going to be from the Solstice weapon engram for 3 legendary marks. But let's go ahead and move on to the second weapon on this list. Now, next weapon on the list is going to be the Strain Aerial Denial Frame Grenade Launcher Festival Flight. This can be obtained from also the same way you can get the Yeartide Apex. Gonna be lots of luck going on there. Now the role you're gonna be looking for is Slice and Attrition Orbs. Reason why this is especially good in general is because with Slice, with lots of Hunter builds, when you're spamming your class ability, you can get Slice activated a lot of the time, making this exceptionally wow. Now, our third weapon on the list is going to be the Snipehunt MK.47. This is a lightweight frame 720 RPM arc auto rifle that is exceptionally well in arc builds thanks to its perk rolls. Now, the perk roll you're going to want to be looking for is Jolting Feedback, the Jolt Stuff, and Chaos Reshaped as your damage perk. What I also really like about this weapon is its origin trait, Featherweight, which 5 blows with this weapon make you have an increased movement speed while this weapon is equipped. Now, the way to get this weapon is going to be from Spare Racing League, so you're going to want to get racing out there. But without further ado, let's move on to our fourth weapon on the list. And since we're talking about Spare Racing League, the next weapon on the list is going to be the Terra Forbio, I believe I said that right, which is an Eager Edge sword. And since Eager Edge is starting to get is pretty good, as you can see. Like, goddamn, stop making me go at you. It's pretty good, and it's because it's a lightweight frame. I'm using Stone Claw from the Equilibrium dungeon, but since it's also a lightweight frame, you actually go further compared to other Eager Edge swords. I put this on the list because I use Eager Edge a lot, and most people do. So, I mean, it's pretty helpful when you're trying to speed run or just want to go fast in general. Now the role you're gonna be looking for is obviously Eager Edge, and since it can get up to tier 5, you can go ahead and get it with enhancement, which improves the perk deviation, so even when you have it longer out, you can still use it compared to without it being enhanced. Now you get this, like I said, from Spare Racing League, but let's just go on to the next weapon. Now, our fourth weapon on the list is going to be one of the best weapons ever introduced in the history of Destiny 2, the Retrograde, being the first ever rocket pulse weapon with lots of amazing perks. Sadly, got a massive nerf, but can still be liable in this final sandbox. With the perks of field prep, giving greatly increased ammo regeneration, and chain reaction to make final blows with this weapon create explosion, this weapon can be amazing for ag clear, but sadly not as good anymore for actual boss damage. But what I especially like is the origin trait it can get now, Accelerated Assault, which dealing sustained damage with this weapon loads slightly more ammo from reserves, and increases damage, which can still make it good in damage rotation builds as it can get Bait and Switch and Envious Arsenal. Now, the way to get this weapon is going to be from Pinnacle Ops, and you can attune for it in your inventory and in attunements. Now, the fifth weapon on the list is going to be the Submission. This is a 900 RPM kinetic SMG, which you can get from the Val the Disciple raid, which can get a really good perk combo of Kinetic Tremors and Chaos Reshaped, with the origin trait Soul Drinker basically being a built-in heal clip. Alternatively, you can go for the Multi-Max CCX with attrition orbs and kinetic tremors from the Iron Banner, just in case you can't get a submission because you don't have the Whisking expansion or you don't like doing raids, blah blah blah, whatever you want. Only downside with the Multi-Mac is that since Iron Banner only comes every 1 month, it's gonna be kind of hard grinding for it. Now, the next weapon on the list is going to be the Bane of Sorrow. This is a 360 RPM Void High Impact Frame machine gun that has really good perks for Void Synergy and Add Clear. The perk Void you're going to want to be going for is going to be the Stabilizing Rounds plus Mega Kill Clip, or instead of Mega Kill Clip, you can go for Killing Tally. If you don't know what Mega Kill Clip is, it's basically the best and final version of Kill Clip. That's basically, yeah, it's the best version of Kill Clip. Now, the way to get this weapon is going to be from Pantheon and can specifically drop from the Garwan encounter. But without further ado, let's head on to the next weapon. Now, the next weapon on the list is going to be the Psi Aeterna with the Roman thing, which is an arc rocket pulse. This can get the god roll of Blast Distributor to get a up to increase of grenade stat, plus elemental honing, which gives you a stacking damage bonus for dealing unique elemental damage. These two work really well together, and Blast Distributor really helps, especially if you are running a build where you can't really get your grenade stat up. This got you covered, and this is basically the energy slot of your mint Retrograde. You know, just in case you want to use a different weapon as a kinetic, you can always use this Psi Aeterna. But to get this weapon, you're going to go up to the Tenet of Bravery in the tower, and you're going to want to acquire a 5-team ops weapon engram for 2 legendary marks, and go gambling, see if you can get it, see if you can get the god roll, and if you get it, that's nice. But without further ado, let's on to the next weapon. Now, the next weapon on the list is going to be the Refurbished A499. This is the first kinetic and the first legendary sniper rifle to be in the power slot, and it's a very, very good DPS weapon, with being able to get gunshot straight to increase your body shot damage for sniper rifles by 20%, and aggregate charge so that this weapon deals more damage for each elemental debuff applied to the target. And this is especially good in raids because since you're going to be with a lot of other people, they might have their builds, they might throw their like smoke bombs or the tethers. All these like debuffs added to the target, you're just going to do like so much damage with this weapon, and it's especially good with damage rotations. Now the way to get this weapon is going to be in the Lawless 1 tier. Sadly, I do not have a free alternative for this if you don't have Renegades, so this is like the only weapon without one. But you should definitely get Renegade for this. I'm just kidding. But this is still a very good option if you don't, very good weapon if you don't already have one. But without further ado, let's head on to the final weapon on this list. Now, the final weapon on this list is going to be the Reckless Oracle. This is a Void 720 RPM rapid fire frame auto rifle that can be obtained from Pantheon, similar to Bane of Sorrow. Now, the main role, or the god role for this weapon, is going to be the stabilizing rounds to make everything volatile, plus Chaos Reshaped as your nice little damage perk. Also, what's really nice is even on the Pantheon version, you can use the Gardens of Salvation Origin trait, which this weapon deals improved damage to combat shields and targets with overshields, and breaking combat shield destroying them, and a breaking anti-mass shield, for example a void shield of this weapon, destroying its nearby enemy, which is a pretty neat feature with this weapon. Now that is going to be everything in this video. These are obviously not the 100% top 10 weapons. These are just mostly my opinion, and also weapons I see going very popular lately. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, subscribe, and if you have any weapons that you think I missed, let me know in the comment section below. But if you made it this far, I really appreciate that. Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.